love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, Hollywood knew how to make movies that didn't feel like they were written by a boardroom full of interns hopped up on oat milk lattes. But alas, dear viewers, those days are as dead. Welcome to the apocalypse of cinema, where creativity goes to die and studios are more focused on Twitter arguments than telling, oh, I don't know, actual stories. You wanted nostalgia? Well, here it is. Duct taped and repackaged into something so unrecognizable it's giving Frankenstein's monster a run for its money. We're standing on the edge of a cinematic wasteland where classics are dragged out of their graves, kicked around, and then reanimated with all the soulless charm of a low-budget Halloween costume. And who do we have to thank for this spectacle of mediocrity? Disney, of course, the once mighty kingdom of dreams now moonlighting as the jester of cinematic flops. They've turned their beloved library of childhood memories into, well, let's call it what it is, a streaming service landfill. Snow White, their latest masterpiece of disappointment. The fairy tale you know and love is back. And by back, I mean barely recognizable after it was shoved through the meat grinder of 2024's corporate think tank. Because who needs dwarves when you can have ethically ambiguous woodland consultants? Who needs a timeless love story when you can have a LinkedIn motivational speech disguised as dialogue? And who needs an audience, really, when you can just alienate them all with chef's kiss top-tier marketing disasters? Snow White 2025. The movie's so controversial it managed to unite everyone, from Twitter trolls to fairy tale purists, in a shared chorus of, what the actual heck is this? Truly, a groundbreaking achievement. Let's start with the poster. Minimalist, bland, and about as magical as a DMV waiting room. A bold choice, really. Who needs charm or intrigue when you can go for the we ran out of budget after paying for bad CGI aesthetic? And the dwarves? Oh, sorry, did I say dwarves? My bad. I meant mystical forest individuals with unique backstories and diverse height ranges? Because apparently the word dwarf is problematic now. Who knew a word describing a mythical species could offend people who probably never watched the original in the first place? But let's not be too hard on the filmmakers. After all, creating a movie this bad takes talent. It's like they had a checklist. Alienate fans of the original? Check. Add a nonsensical, politically correct twist? Check. Make it boring enough to double as a cure for insomnia? Double check. And speaking of Snow White, we have our leading lady, Rachel Zegler, the internet's least favorite Disney princess. Oh, Rachel, sweetie. If condescending soundbites were an Olympic sport, you'd be taking home gold. Every time she speaks, it's like a masterclass in alienating an audience in record time.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father...
Who even watches the original? It's outdated and boring. You're right, Rachel. Clearly the 84 years of cultural impact were a total fluke. Honestly, I'm starting to think the evil queen was right to want her gone. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most unnecessarily controversial casting of them all? Spoiler alert, it's not Gal Gadot. Rachel Zegler, who has redefined what it means to sink your own career faster than the Titanic, minus the charm, tragedy, or iconic theme song. It takes a special kind of talent to make headlines every single week. You'd think after alienating the fan base of one of the most beloved fairy tales in history, she'd pause and, I don't know, think before speaking? But no, Rachel doesn't stop. She accelerates, full steam ahead on the burn it all down express. Yes, Rachel, the Snow White story that has survived nearly a century is the problem, not your condescending attitude or the fact that you seem to think Disney fans will thank you for calling their childhood favorite irrelevant. Hello? Career advice hotline? Oh, it's Rachel again? Yeah, we told her last week. Stop calling your audience outdated dinosaurs and maybe just smile and wave. Did she do it? No? Okay, well, we tried. Rachel, sweetie, we get it. You're not here to please everyone. But at this point, you're not here to please anyone. It's like she read the handbook on how to lose friends and alienate fans and thought, oh, this applies to me, once hailed as the next big thing in Hollywood. But now, well, let's just say her career trajectory has taken a detour down the clearance aisle.
weird. So we didn't do that this time.
Look, Rachel's career options are as vast as her ability to alienate audiences. And honestly, Walmart seems like the perfect fit. Think about it. She could really thrive in the role of a greeter. Welcome to Walmart. Let me tell you why you're wrong about your choice of detergent. But hey, it's not all bad. Working at Walmart has its perks. She can star in their next holiday commercial, from Snow White to stocking shelves. Imagine the tagline, the fairest of them all in aisle 5. Rachel could climb the corporate ladder in no time. Store manager by day, TikTok influencer by night. Who needs Hollywood when you've got the break room. Now, some of you might be thinking, but what about her talent? What about her future in acting? Don't worry, she can still act, like she cares about customer complaints. What do you mean your chips were crushed in the bag? That's clearly your fault, Karen. And you know, Walmart is probably thrilled at the idea. A former Hollywood star on the team? That's instant street cred. They'll slap her face on the front of the employee handbook. Be like Rachel, always smile even if it's fake. If Walmart doesn't work out, there are plenty of other career paths. Maybe she can pivot to being a motivational speaker. Her talk? How to burn bridges and blame the audience. Or better yet, she can star in a YouTube series called Rachel Zegler, Life After Flops, coming to a failing channel near you. And who knows? Maybe this is all part of her master plan. After all, who needs the glitz and glamour of Hollywood when you can get a 15% employee discount on everything from socks to spaghetti sauce? So here's to Rachel Zegler's bright future. Whether she's bagging groceries, managing the toy section, or launching her exclusive line of celebrity humility courses, she'll be the star of her own drama in the customer service department. Hollywood might not want you, but Walmart always welcomes everyone. Disney has declared war on its most dangerous, unpredictable, and relentless foes, the fans. Yes, those ungrateful plebeians who dare to have opinions about the very movies they pay for. How dare they, right? Let's take a moment to appreciate Disney's bravery. It's not easy going head-to-head with millions of people who love your brand more than you do. But somehow, the House of Mouse has managed to turn decades of goodwill into a blazing inferno of resentment. Look, it takes skill to mess up this badly. Alienating fans isn't just a PR disaster, it's an art form. And Disney? They're Picasso with a keyboard, tweeting tone-deaf responses and releasing trailers that feel like high-budget April Fool's jokes. Apparently, Disney thinks their audience consists of two groups: toddlers who will watch anything colorful, and adults who've given up on happiness. They didn't account for the third group, fans who actually care. You know, the ones with Twitter accounts and encyclopedic knowledge of Disney lore. Big mistake. Oh, and let's not forget Disney's favorite pastime, gaslighting the fans. We're bringing you the magic, they say, while sneakily replacing it with CGI nightmares and rewriting characters to be, let's say, unrecognizable. But hey, it's fine because progress, right? Pro tip, Disney. When your fans start missing the straight-to-VHS sequels, it's time to reevaluate. But let's talk about how Disney fights back. Do they listen? Number? Do they adjust course? Of course not. Instead, they double down with that trademark arrogance. You just don't get our vision. Well, maybe we don't, Disney, because your vision looks like it was brainstormed by a room full of AI bots with no understanding of storytelling. Meanwhile, the fans, those pesky, opinionated creatures, are doing what Disney refuses to, keeping the magic alive. From fan art to fan fiction, they're out here creating better content in their basements than Disney is with billion-dollar budgets. Honestly, Disney should just outsource the creative process to the fans at this point. They'd save money, avoid PR disasters, and maybe, just maybe, produce something that doesn't make people want to cancel their Disney Plus subscriptions. So here's the takeaway. The fans aren't the enemy, Disney. They're the only reason your empire is still standing. Maybe instead of fighting them, you should try something revolutionary. Listening. Wild concept, I know. But hey, who needs fans when you've got TikTok influencers and sponsored hashtags, right? Good luck with that strategy, Disney. We'll be over here, watching your reputation collapse like a poorly written sequel. Well, folks, that's it for today's roast of the cinematic apocalypse. Remember, the next time Hollywood serves you garbage, don't just eat it. Bring your own sarcasm fork and knife. This has been your guide through the dumpster fire, signing off. Now, go watch something good, if you can find it.